Okay, hey guys, we're back to, it's Monday, so now we're back to sort of after work doing stuff instead of all day like yesterday. It was chaos, like editing yesterday's vlog was chaos because we did so much stuff. But today's all about getting the new set ready. This afternoon is all about getting the new set ready. So we bought some new lights to go in. Thank you, Google. We'll talk about that a little bit later. They tried to deliver them today, and nobody was home to grab them. So yeah, we didn't pick them up. So we're here at the FedEx Center by the house to come. They've made it back here now, so we're going to grab the lights and take them home. We got some of the new backdrop, so we'll take you guys downstairs. We'll show you what the new set looks like so far, and take a couple of pictures and work on that stuff. Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's go.
So we're getting our package now. We waited in line for just a little bit, but now we're getting our lights. I'm really excited to test out what the studio would look like with all the lights and the stuff that we have now.
So is this all set to go in, sir?
Ah, beautiful. Make sure I got all the right numbers.
Okay, they all say your name, so obviously I got
Okay, cool, awesome.
Yeah. I also read Dan and Phil's book again and finally started reading Afterlife Academy.
So it's like the book is not on fire?
Yeah, this amazing book is not on fire, yeah.
Okay. Camera work is like 90% of vlogging.
I know. Sorry. Oh my god, that is. And they're in the car. Wow. Oh, I want to go in it. Yes.
Back home. 3 big boxes. It's like International Shipping Day. It's kind of cool. We got these 3 boxes, came all the way from China in like 3 days. It's amazing. So these are the light kit for downstairs, and then Presley, what's over there?
And we have something from Savannah Brown, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, so we got Savannah Brown's book of poetry. Finally came in, and it came from the UK, so it's got all kinds of cool. It's always, I don't know what it is. It's kind of cool to get something in from international mail.
Yeah.
Because it's got cool stamps on it and customs declarations and stuff. I don't know. It's always neat to get something from overseas, right?
Yeah.
Right, Cooper? All right.
And we're 3 of us, and all of us are going to open boxes. So we're all going to open boxes. Our 3 boxes and 3 of us. So all of us are going to open 1 box, but Daddy is going to help with all of them because nobody has scissors except Daddy.
It's kind of like a weird blind box.
Wow.
Except giant boxes that we know what's in. So
Yeah.
it's not like it at all. Okay, here you go. Can you hold that for me?
Yes. Here.
Back away. On top of the boxes that I'm opening.
Yeah.
Now watch out, Cooper.
Cooper. I have
These are like
I have cupcakes.
custom mini boxes. Very little tape. Lots of tape.
So much tape.
These are light things.
Like, wow.
They smell like oil. These are like the stands that the lights that we have downstairs already are on. They're nicer than a little sticker.
Fancy light stands.
That's how big my arm is. I have tiny arms.
Oh.
That's how big my arm
What is inside
Nice
of
padded case with a carry shoulder strap on it. Yeah, buddy?
See how big this is?
Yep.
Dad, see how big this crack is?
I do.
That's how big my hand is.
Whoa.
It's a little crack, so it's a little crack, so I have a little arm.
This is our
Little arms.
it's the fancy one.
This is like the 512, I think. We got 2 1024s and 1 512. So they have these nice little barn doors, so you can control where the light is. And there's the panel.
Ta-da!
Well, this one will probably be mounted like overhead, kind of shooting down. So we replace the overhead lights. These are daylight grade, so they're 5600 Ks. They have some that are adjustable. You can get,
Don't break the
you can
eye.
shoot like some at 5600 and some at like 35 or whatever it is. But those, the way they work is half of the lights, half of the bulbs are 56s and half of the bulbs are the other ones. And so as you turn the knob, the 56s dim and the other ones come up until they sort of switch completely. And so when those are all the way on 56, you've only got half of the bulbs on of that one because half that turns the other half off, so they're not as bright.
Yeah.
And so we figured we would go with the 5600Ks and then put a filter on them if we want to change the colors because we care more about the brightness, and I think it's pretty rare that we would shoot anything other than daylight. So, just so you know, that's what we ended up buying.
Yeah.
And these are the CAME TV, C-A-M-E TV is what we ended up getting. We did a fair amount of research on them and sort of price performance.
Garbage.
That seemed to be the best thing.
Oh, that's a cycle.
It is recycled.
It is a recycle. Oh, because it's a recycle sign on
That's
that.
a bigger case.
And here are the full-size packs.
So there's a bigger case for this.
Careful.
And it's big.
More colors.
Let me open the part.
Let's see. Wow.
There was something in here. Like,
There it is.
just the same as the other one.
Same thing, barn doors. So you can control where your light hits.
Kind of.
So these are the lights. We're going to get them on the tripods, carry them downstairs, get them plugged in, and light up the studio, and we'll show you what the new studio. Lights are downstairs, starting to get set up. This is the new piece of the backdrop. So I'm just letting it sit for a little bit. It's been rolled up, obviously, so I want to try and get some of the roll out of it and let it sit here a little bit. We'll cut it a little bit and take it downstairs and hang it up. And so you can see what it looks like when it's hanging up as a backdrop. But we'll get that in there in a second. Presley's over here working on CS50.
I'm trying to make everything look nice now. I'm not actually writing code. I'm just putting spaces everywhere.
And what's that part called?
Style 50.
Style 50.
Yeah, there's this thing called Style 50, and it gives a very, very, very specific overview of the style of your code, which I knew was really messy because I was binge coding for a while, so I'm just like code, 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 and I was not thinking about how nice it was. But now I'm making it all fancy. I'm about halfway through, I think. Not really. I'm about halfway through probably because, like, right here is kind of where I started just mashing the keyboard. So, yeah, I am right about here. I'm right on this line. I have all this to go.
That's a bunch.
Well,
Yeah, so CS50, the course, the Harvard Intro to Computer Science course, Presley, there'll be a new video coming up as soon as she finishes her work. And it does a really cool Style 50. You can run your code through this processor and it'll tell you if your syntax looks good and if you have spaces after your open brackets and all those kinds of things that it wants you to go clean up. So she's got the code functioning now, which is really amazing. Wait till you see this project she did. It's really cool and was a very impressive piece of computer coding. So it's functional now. It does everything it's supposed to do, and now she's just running it through the processor to make sure that the code looks nice and that it's indented correctly, and if someone else were to come read it, they'd be able to read it, right?
yes.
Awesome. Here is some of the setup. You see we put some paper up the other day. Doesn't quite go all the way across over there. There's the new paper we just bought. We just brought downstairs. See, we got the lights kind of up. I won't point the camera right at them because you won't be able to see anything. But the lights are up and running. They seem to light the studio pretty well. So that's the plastic sheeting that was up down here last time that we showed you. There's Presley kind of at her desk where she's going to be hosting the show. So this is kind of how it looks right now. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to adjust. If I come back here, you can see the seam in these two pieces don't quite line up. So we're going to fix that so that those two pieces of paper line up perfectly, and then we're going to add a third piece of paper so that it goes all the way, and then we may even look at adding one, or to turn the corner there a little bit, haven't decided yet. And then we'll push this whole thing back, and we'll plug in a couple of electric things on here, and we'll take a good look at kind of what the set looks like when it's set up. Yeah, look, Cooper's doing a balance beam.
And what we have on the shelves, we have on the shelves is this little electric thing.
Plasma ball.
So it's a plasma ball. So when you turn it on and touch it and touch somebody else while you're touching it, they will get sucked.
So here's a first look at how the studio's kind of coming together a little bit. Here's kind of the wide shot with the vlog camera. You can see how everything's set up. And now we'll zoom into this camera. You can kind of see what's happening with this shot. It's a little tighter. That's the magic of having a bunch of stuff just out of frame. When you come in here, everything looks pretty good. Oh, it's just recording. Okay, John, give me an intro.
Hey everyone, welcome to Little Lessons with Presley, and I'm your host, Presley. I really like it how all the stuff that we would have had on our shelf set back in the other place is now kind of up here, and it's really sciencey and cool, and I definitely think it will suit what we're going to be doing really well.
Yeah, so any more sciencey stuff, geek stuff that you think should go on the shelves, let us know.
Books
Yeah, we're
right
gonna put
here.
some books here. Check out these really awesome bookends. These really cool, like handmade Etsy bookends. And then we got our Donta, we got all kinds of really cool stuff. So yeah, I love it. I think it's gonna look great, right? So I think this is what we're gonna work on. We're gonna play around out here a little bit tonight and see what we can get set up, and we'll keep showing you guys as we go through and give you progress updates as the new thing gets built out. Yeah?
Yeah.
Sound good?
So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!